Yeah, I don't think Kylie ever responded either. So
Okay. So I was just gonna kind of touch base on like the call of so that make sure that like everybody's on the same page. It seems like everybody got to listen to it, but what we're super excited about is that hitting director, you don't have to have that PSV this month. So you just need the 4 partners in the 3,000 in volume, which is huge. So this is a really big deal because usually PSV, almost like PSV is what kind of messed me and Amanda up at the end of November because we ran out of products and we couldn't do anything else at that point.
right, like if they didn't have, if she was doing what she's doing now, we would have been able to both go director.
Yep. Yeah,
That's
so this is
but
super, super huge. And I know like some people are having, like a lot of us are struggling with partners because December was like a crazy month with like the 69 deal and like, some people couldn't, it was hard to create that vision for some people because it's like we didn't have any products. So people were like, well, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to sell anything when we don't have products? So I'm really excited that we now have um, the starter kit with the eye cream because it's like, okay, we have a product now. So I feel like that's going to be easier rather than like having no product and trying to create that vision. But for me, like I know I've got a one-on-one call with Catherine tomorrow, and I really want to try to get everybody set up on like game plans and work with you guys one-on-one on what you guys are struggling with because I want us all to go director this month. It's possible, it can happen. We just need to put our heads down and grind like nobody's business.
well, and like me and Felicia were talking about earlier, the 69 packs, like, yeah, they're nice because, oh, I feel like a lot of my market sometimes is like, oh, I don't have all that money, but at the same time, they're not a lot of volume. So, I mean, I think that's why December was that's why they rolled it over because it's not a lot of volume. And there's nothing like, I feel like me and Felicia were saying, we had more luck with 299 packs than we did 69 packs. So I don't know that it's necessarily always the price. I know that the price is issues for some people, but I don't know. I think with the higher kits coming back, it's going to be a lot easier.
Yeah, I feel like, when you're talking to somebody and you have products and you have the marketing materials and you're like, okay, you get all of this for this much and you can also play off that and then create that vision for them. I feel like it's easier when you don't have the products, you don't have the marketing materials, and it's like, hey, you're basically just signing up to get a website and it makes you qualified. Not everybody sees the big picture. Not everybody can look into the future and really see what this opportunity is. So I think that's why it makes it harder because even though it was such a low price, it was only $69. You really had to like really work with the conversations and trying to create that vision. And
Right.
I know everybody was
People
just
like
like, I want the
simple.
products, I want the products, I want the products. I don't see the point in purchasing a thing. And then a lot of people want the instant gratification. So even though they have an opportunity to upgrade for cheaper than buying the big pack, they still like, but I want it now.
Well, and people love simple,
Yes.
like they don't want to go around like, why don't you have products?
Yes.
Why
And
is it
that's scary
$69?
to a lot of people too. It's like, okay, why am I going to jump into something when you guys are sold out of products? Like, are y'all going to get products back? Like, is this going to be a continuous problem? And so that's been a struggle for me. Yes, it's 3,000 in group sales total. So that's everything you and your downline do.
No, Taylor, not to be active necessarily. That's just to go director.
Right.
Oh wait, personal sales volume just has to be the 300. No, there's no personal
There's no
sales volume.
personal sales this month.
So 3,000 in volume with 4 partners directly under you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's now until March, correct?
February, I think. Right?
Yeah, so to go director and not have to worry about the personal sales volume, that is only for the month of January.
Because in February all the products will be back, so they'll have that
Right.
$2.99 kit, the $4.99 kit, and then I believe she said that they were trying to come out with a littler kit
Yeah,
for
I don't know
February.
if they're gonna stay with the 199 kit or if they're gonna do like a different one. But I know they were talking about trying to get in a smaller kit so it's not just the 299 and 499.
And then anyone who came in on that $69 kit, did anybody in here come in on that?
Catherine did, but you did the 129 upgrade, right?
Oh, you already did that. Okay. I
Yeah.
was just going to talk about that, but never mind.
And then I think Maggie, your girls came in on the 69, didn't they?
Both Ashley and Waikini came on at 69 kits, and then they both have people under that came under on 69 kits.
Okay, so they'll have the opportunity to get the 200 or the 400 upgrade pack in February.
Right. Sweet.
Yeah. And then on the call, they talked about, I'm trying to remember everything that she talked about. She talked about the cosmetics, which was really super exciting. They're going to be coming out with 8 new products that include the body line and more skincare products.
Yep. And then the color cosmetic or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that was like lipstick.
Yeah, because they're coming out with lipstick first.
Yeah.
And I think the way she was talking, she's wanting to like almost have like a new product coming out every month. So within the next 6 months, we're going to have lots of new product coming out pretty continuously is what it sounded like she was saying.
Yeah. She said a lot of companies can stick with like just a few for a year or two, but
Yeah.
she just, I don't know. Sierra also said that Melissa stated that she's not going to stop until everything she uses is Bellamy. So
Yes. Yeah.
that's
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. And then the team retreat is going to be in Napa Valley, which is so exciting. That's so much fun. Like, I love that. It's not like, okay, let's go to the beach or like, like normal team retreats, but Napa Valley, that is so awesome. And
I've only seen Napa Valley in like movies.
I know.
Parenthood or what? Parent Trap.
We'll have to like sit down and get all the credentials from that and figure out exactly what you have to do to earn that trip because it was a little confusing to me. She was talking really, really fast. So me and Amanda were talking about we need to sit down and make sure we get everything correct.
Yeah, because she said it wasn't for all the directors.
Right.
But you had to be director by the end of March, so you have to maintain it.
Yeah, I think Maggie understood it a little bit more because she was in the leadership chat. She was like, "This is how it is. This is what you need to do." So Maggie, you want to explain that a little bit for us?
Yeah. So from what I understand, you have to have there's several different ranks on what you can earn for the trip. So in order to earn your stay at whatever hotel in Napa Valley, you would partner with a person. So it's not like you and plus one. In order to get that, between February and March, your personal sales has to be $1,200. And that's between both months, not each month. And then you can go director in February, but that doesn't necessarily matter. March is what matters as far as director.
You have to maintain it.
Yeah. So obviously you want to hit director by the end of February to get founder. So you do have to maintain it for the month of March in order to get your room. And then you can earn a $400 travel voucher. And the way you do that is if you personally promote for directors.
Oh, okay.
And then
the third part was just for platinums, I think.
I think so too. They earn their own room and like a guest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes more sense. I was a little confused.
Yeah, that does make more sense.
Yeah, totally. So that's super, super awesome, and I'm super excited.
She was saying with the starter kits too, that like the boutique price that there's not going, as of now, like you're not going to get just randomly charged like when the year runs out, or what they're advertising now. So you do get the boutique price, but like she is saying, I don't know when they were, but she said they're not, like none of us are going to get charged for it.
No, because I think like the end all is that she doesn't want to have a website fee. So I've always been told not to worry about it, because when it comes down to it, she's going to do everything she can so that there's not a website fee for us.
And then I don't know if you guys know this, but I just wrote like a few notes that she said, like they launched July 1st. By July 20th, they had 200 partners. And then we're at 7,700 partners now. So that's in 6 months. That was, what'd she say, like 14 times?
Yeah, it's 14
more than they expected.
Expected. And she's wanting to add 10,000 more within the next 6 months. She's like, she was like, y'all blown my mind. So it's time to start dreaming crazy. She was like, so we're going for 10,000 more by the summer. I was like, oh my.
And I don't think that product's going to be an issue anymore. From what she was saying, they already have like 5 times the size batch coming in. And then after that, it's like 5 times the size as the one coming in now.
Well, and they also, what she was saying is they have open purchases. So like it's constantly open and there's constantly going to be product coming in. So I don't think it's going to be an issue with the products anymore. Now that,
thank the Lord.
Yeah, right. Thank goodness, because it's been rough. Stop. So yeah, like I really just wanted to, see what you guys are struggling with, what you need from us as leaders, because we're all going director this month. If you need help with stories, and something that I did want to say is, I don't know if I've ever like really like talked on this a whole bunch, but if you are struggling with talking to people, put us in 3-way chats, like, cause that's what we're here for. I do really good with voice messaging in 3 ways. Maggie is a freaking boss. She's like completely broken out of her shell. She does really good talking to people. But put us in 3-way chat. Something that I do that works for me is anytime anybody shows any interest in the business, I immediately put them in the opportunity page. I don't even really have a conversation with them at that point, because I'm just like, I want them to watch those videos and get a feel for it. And usually they get super excited and pumped up, and they come back and they're like, oh my gosh, this sounds so amazing. What's the comp plan like? Then they start asking you questions, and that's when I start having like a real conversation with them. But I always put them in the Building Bellamy page first. And then, obviously at that point, if you guys need help with conversations, just let us know, message us, and put us in a 3-way chat. Something that I'm wanting to do more of are voice messages, because I just get such a better response out of voice messages, because they can hear your passion. They can hear your excitement. It's, they can hear that you're a real person, and people can relate to that. So like, you don't have to worry so much about like sounding perfect or wording things perfectly. I word vomit really, really bad when I text stuff out. If you word vomit on a voice message, you can be like, oh my gosh, my kids are screaming in the background, I'm losing my train of thought. But people can relate to that. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what, people want to feel, is that they can relate to you and that they can run this business, having kids or having a job and being super busy.
One more thing I was going to touch on about the credits that Melissa said, that was talking about in her video today, about how they were double in volume, or they recount as volume this month.
Oh yeah.
So remember how anybody who was it signed in November, or
he was signed in November,
would roll over, or no, signed in December, right? Would roll over to January.
Yeah, December and January's volume is counted together. Taylor, so I did a training in the Blooming Bellas the other day, and I talked about posting I understand, like, I'm like on the same level with you as far as grandparents go, because like my great grandma is getting ready to go into hospice. And I'm
Oh,
like totally, that's why I had a bad day today. I just had to lay in bed and kind of just chillax because it was a lot to process all at once.
Girl, I feel you. Like with my
And then all
aunt, and then
this.
my uncle staying with us, and then my grandparents like having influenza. It's just like, holy shit. It's seriously one thing after another. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I've done anything for me in like a year.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
it's a lot, and sometimes you just have to take a breather and take a step back, and that's what I did today. Um,
Mhm.
but maybe I can work on you a little bit about with posting, even when you're going through family stuff, because I feel you. Like today, I posted about taking a mental health day, and then I got super pumped about this call, and I was like, I don't want to like hop on and make a post and it be like, well, she was just taking a mental health day. So I talked about that. I was like, I spent the day relaxing and just getting my mind back, and I got so pumped, like I just had to come share this with you guys. Being real and raw and genuine with people and sharing what you're going through, people can relate to that. So if you haven't checked out that training I did in Blooming Bellas the other day, it was a really, really good one. And I talked a lot about posting and how to come up with ideas and how to like incorporate the business into your post without the whole post being about the business, if that makes sense.
Yes,
Taylor, did you
thank
get any samples?
Not yet. I haven't done anything yet.
No, that's I was just wondering because that's something that you could just like post about and say you're gonna order samples, kind of like something like Maggie did.
Yeah. I need to, because I'm
and I think
seriously in
Felicia did
love
too.
with my moisturizer and the serum. Like in love.
Yeah, I ordered a crap ton of samples, and I kind of took something from Mare on Christine. She's under Christina, but she's calling them 3-day mini spa experiences, and that just
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, and that just sounds so much fun. So I've been doing like polls on Instagram, like who would like a 3-day, mini spa experience or whatever. Like I have one on my story right now asking about people who want a free mini spa experience, because I'm trying to get people to review my podcast, mine and Christine's podcast. So I've just, incorporated that with that. But yeah, make it fun. Call it a mini spa experience. Because I ordered wash rights too, so I'm going to be putting like 3 days worth of the products in there with a bamboo washcloth.
Those washcloths are the bomb.
The bomb.
.com.
And I'm charging $20 for mine because I'm adding the wash rag in it, plus with the shipping and everything. I think that's a pretty decent price to charge. You can do whatever you want if you want it, because I know Sierra has been giving them away for free.
I do if it's like somebody I personally know. If it's somebody I know that's like serious and they really want to try it, but like if some random comments on my post from Facebook that I've probably never talked to or like a poll, I'm gonna charge just because it is. I mean, it's not like what was it, 10, like one strip of 10 for $2.50 last time, and it's not that anymore. So it's like we need to make the money back,
Yeah, because one strip is all for the products. So it's now you get 10 strips for $20
instead of like
right. Because I was sending mine out for free too. I was just putting them in an envelope, putting stamps on it, and then sending them out. So yeah, but I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can charge what you want. But I feel like getting those samples out will be huge, because I mean, I fell in love day one with my products. I was obsessed. I couldn't really see a difference, but like just the way my face felt, like I could tell a huge difference. And Maggie has some pretty amazing results with her. Her skin is looking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor,
and I'm
do you want
super
me to
excited
just,
to
like,
get the eye
text you
cream.
some stuff?
Do what?
It's just on here. Taylor, do you want me to just text you some stuff? Like,
yeah, that's fine.
Just some stuff about how many partners there are and like stuff like that. Do you want to post about stuff like that?
Yeah, because like I feel like I made like 2 posts, and then I was just kind of got caught up with everything, and then like even
okay.
But did you tell Felicia what M did?
With what?
What M did?
Oh no.
God.
This is recorded though.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. We'll chat later. Something else, talking about like life happening and going on, it's super, super important to stay consistent. Even when things are like going bad, like today, I still showed up. I didn't talk about the business. I didn't talk about the products this morning. I was just like, hey, I love you guys. I'm getting back to the messages, but I got to take a day for myself. Even doing something like that is super important because it shows people that you're still here. You're not ignoring people or you're not ignoring messages. You're still showing up.
Even if it's not about the business, you don't need to
Right.
like post about Bellamy like all over your page, or if you're still doing, like there's a lot of people still doing Thrive and Bellamy, and you don't have to like post about it every single day. Just, I don't know, show what you're doing. Like Felicia did today, like I need to take a day off and hang out, or
Yeah.
I'm going shopping with my grandma, or I mean, just whatever.
Yeah, I mean, with Taylor, with your, grandparents, you could have totally like just been like, you know what, I'm having a rough day. I could use some prayers. Like my grandparents have influenza, I'm struggling with it. I'm really close to my grandparents. Hope everybody has a blessed day. And it just something as simple as that. You still showed up. You shared what you weren't being fake because you shared what was going on. Just something simple like that. It's so important to show up because if you post one day and then you're gone for 2 weeks and then you post for another day and then you're gone for a week, people don't know that you're serious about this. And trust me, life happens for all of us.
Not only that, the Facebook algorithm is shit.
Yes.
I mean, it sucks. So if you don't post for like 3 days and you come back, like you ain't getting no likes on your shit.
No.
Not gonna happen.
No.
And like Felicia did a live the other day. I think you said you go like for like a half hour. Every day I go like before I make a post, I'll go like 10 to 15 minutes and I just scroll and I comment and I like and I start conversations about, I don't even know, probably the most random, I don't even remember. But just like, oh, my son's that 5 years old too. How cool. Or 6 years old too now. How cool, whatever, But I feel like that's helped boost my algorithm a lot.
Yeah, and being consistent, like I totally messed up my live game today, but like I've been trying to go live in Instagram and Facebook every single day because lives really do boost up your algorithm. Being in your stories and just being, intentional when you do talk to people. Like don't be like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cute." Like try to think up of something like a full sentence. I've been like commenting paragraphs on people's page.
Well, even if you do say you're so
really
cute, be like
them talking to you.
Or even if you do say something like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Like, look at that sweater. Where'd you get it?" Or "I love that lipstick."
Yeah, I've been trying to
wherever?
like where I always ask them a question like, "Oh my gosh, we haven't talked in forever. How are you doing?" And then they comment back and then I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome," or "That sounds exciting. When did you start that?" And just keep that conversation going. And I've noticed that has helped my algorithm so much.
Facebook wants to see relationships.
Yes, they want to see you having conversations in the comments.
So I've been doing what you guys are talking about on Instagram a lot lately because I'm trying to build like my Instagram game back up. And I'm not shitting you guys. I have had like every single day I accept anywhere from 75 to 350 follow requests on Instagram every freaking day. And I go through like that popular feed where there's like wedding photos of random people or like those slime videos or whatever, and I go through and I like filter it and go by hashtags, and it's insane. Like I've literally built up like 400 people, like new followers in like a week. It's insane how well
Instagram is hopping for me right now. I've grown from like 1,000 to I think I'm up to like 3,500 followers now, but I'm getting people interacting with me every single day. People are in my DMs. People are commenting on my pictures. People are liking. Like my likes have jumped from like 5 to like 85. So right now I don't, maybe it's my network or I'm just more active in Instagram than I am Facebook. That it's just Instagram is popping. I'll do what I should do is I'll do an Instagram training maybe tomorrow because I girl, we'd be on here for 2 hours if I started sharing tips. I've learned so much about Instagram. And I'm like not a pro by no means, but I have learned a lot of very helpful tips, and I can definitely share that with you guys.
And Facebook and Instagram are a lot alike, but they're like different at the same time.
Yeah, they're
like,
a lot
stories.
alike, but there are like just little pieces that are different.
I have so much interaction with Instagram stories over Facebook stories. I don't get like any interaction on Facebook, and I don't know if it's just because, like you said, they're not.
Yeah, so
they're just not
Facebook
as popular yet.
Yeah, Facebook stories are getting there. Like I've noticed that within the past couple of weeks, my views on the Facebook stories have gone up. So they're getting there. They're not quite where Instagram is. But stories are huge. Like whether you're sitting there talking or doing a poll or playing music or asking a question or sharing other people's profiles. I mean, seriously, I'm in my stories all day long. Like, and people are, using hashtags too. I think, Maggie, your girl, I don't want to say her name wrong because I'll feel bad, but like she did hashtag science one day and had like, 600 views or something.
What? Yeah. Why, Kenya, what was your total that you had? It was crazy. So I think on one story, there was one particular one where I did a hashtag and it was like 700 views. And then like my other ones, so I've started adding hashtags to my stories on Instagram. And then I had one point in time where, my Facebook story was popping as well. So that was like in the 100 range, and that was a lot for Facebook.
Yeah.
And on Facebook, they're getting really strict about hashtags, and they're getting really strict about like if you're putting stuff like, "Hey, inbox me this," or like if you become too salesy on Facebook, then they'll shut you down.
Yeah.
So that's why Instagram is more so where you can post stuff and sell stuff, because they're not trying to shut it down as much. And the hashtags on Instagram is just unreal. What piqued my interest is I don't know who said it, but just using the hashtags. Because I'm trying to get my numbers up on there, because I'm in, and that kind of happened when I first started in network marketing about a year ago, and I stumbled across something, and then all of a sudden, like right now, I still have 700 people pending on Facebook, and it like every time I add or delete 100, another 100 comes back. So I don't know what happened there. I'm trying to get that to happen for Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram is popping right now.
Instagram will go through phases.
Yeah, I don't know, because like Instagram used to overwhelm me and I didn't understand it, and then I just like buckled down and started working with it, and now like it's just my jam right now. But I feel like Instagram started because of like social media influencers. So like you're able to do a lot more with Instagram as far as like selling your products, selling your business. People, sell brands and services and, crochet projects or, different things that they do from sitting at home. I think Instagram is more for that. So they don't crack down on it as much. The only thing that Instagram is trying to crack down on right now, which is a little scary, but it's the Instagram pod. So like if you're in an Instagram pod and you go in there and you do like an emoji or something, Instagram has like caught up with, we know that this is, you guys trying to boost your algorithm by having fake comments, and they want real conversations and real people commenting on you, real interaction. So they're trying to cut down on the Instagram pod.
I'm a part of one that some girl noticed that they caught on to that, like commenting emojis in like this big group we're in. So now everybody just goes in there and types in like www.instagram/ and then your name.
Yeah, we started doing that too, but I just got an update today that they're trying to crack down on that as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
they don't like you sharing an image. So I think all the ones that AJ had set up, now she's like, y'all need to type at least 4 words, type a sentence, like that way it looks like a conversation is happening.
Yeah.
They're just assholes.
Yeah, they're just trying to bring us
They're
down,
messing our
y'all.
game up.
And one thing too, AJ said in those pods is like, I didn't think about this before, but like saving the actual post. So what I've done is, I mean, for each pod that I'm in, I do have like a category that I make sure to save it to. But like for my individual team members, like I have one for Kenya and I have one for Ashley. Like I can go in and just make sure to save their individual posts, so that boosts it too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
well, and I don't think Facebook has caught on to the like post love thing, have they?
No, I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about that.
And I think that's why a lot of people say like Instagram love on there too, because you can't really get past the Instagram police on Instagram.
Yeah, because because there's a lot of issues with like the loops, because I do a lot of loops, and so it's a lot of, I guess, fake interaction.
Okay, what are loops?
Loop?
Taylor
Amanda was
said,
trying to talk to me about this the other day, and I'm like, what is a loop?
Okay, so it's super exciting. I've kind of gotten addicted to it. Because
I love them.
It helps grow your following.
Yeah,
do
that's
them, like,
how
all the
you grow your
time?
following really freaking fast. So I did my first one the other day. My friend Jenna, she has one that she does.
The same one, Felicia.
Yes,
Jenna.
the Whiny Wives. But
The
it's
what?
it's called Whiny Wives. I'll tag you in it.
Is it
It's
like a
different
profile?
people like every
Yeah,
week.
it's like an Instagram page, but what she does is like, I think it's on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at like 8 p.m. They post a picture and it like has directions in it to where you go like the page and then you go follow everybody in that that's following them.
Which
and
is
then,
like 160 people.
yeah,
How do you
and
find
then
them though?
and they have, once you start doing loops, you'll see loops everywhere because I have loops posted on my newsfeed like all day, every day. But
so you
like,
just
so
do them
they
all the
have
time?
24 hours to follow you back, and they have to follow you back if they're in the loop. So like within one day of doing it, just one loop, my Instagram following went up like over 350.
You
Give me
can
more
literally
info.
search hashtag loop and a whole bunch of them
A
will pop up.
whole bunch of them will pop up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, while we're on here, just be careful. Jenna messaged me yesterday and said,
Who's
watch
Jenna?
out for champagne and loop. So watch out for that one.
Yeah, that's a bad one because they like follow to unfollow.
Yeah.
What
she
is
said
it?
They were super shady. Champagne and loop.
Oh. So you're not supposed to follow and unfollow people?
No, you can't do that because Taylor.
That's cheating, Taylor.
Can you
Oh my
imagine?
It's basically the mindset of follow me and I'll follow you. So like if you get all these people to follow you and then you unfollow them, their numbers are going to go down and then they're going to stop following you. You're going to get a bad rap.
But
Okay.
I have noticed that.
Sorry
as-
guys, I'm a loop virgin.
No. I've noticed that as I'm doing these follow loops, oops, sorry. Oh my God, ADD. As I'm doing these follow loops and I get all these followers, yeah, like one, because I'm following them, so they follow me back. But after that, I get like 60 more. So it's like they see that these people start following you and then other people, so it's not just the people in the follow loop.
Yeah, it's like a domino effect. And also I've noticed since my following has gotten above 2,500, even without doing the loops, I have people following me all day long.
Yeah. Personally went from since October have gone from 900 to over 4,500 just from loops.
Damn, girl.
And then
That's
just
a
like
lot.
getting it. So
Well, like our friend Jenna, who started this loop thing and got me into it, she started doing this in October, and she was at like, I want to say like 4,000, and she's No, she was at like 8,000 and she's now over 20,000.
Yeah.
So like you can
Holy
get really
moly.
strict with the Lupin and really grow your following.
I
super
did.
quick.
I went from 2,100, and I think earlier when I checked, I was at 3,000, like 550, and
Yeah.
that's a week.
So
Yeah.
do I
Like
need to
my
change my
fingers
profile
hurt
from like
so bad. I was like
private to
sitting there, and I'm
public?
like switching fingers. Oh,
Yeah, so my profile's public.
I found that
Mine
that helped
was.
me switching, and yeah, you get some creepy people, but you don't have to follow them back if you're not. gonna
No,
follow
like if
them.
I get creepy people or people say
Block.
like weird stuff, I just hit the block button.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's
do
not
go back and
really-
forth. I'll go from private to like not or public. Just
See-
because like if you notice you're not getting any followers, I don't know. I think that's why I went back public or
I
private.
feel like
because
I've grown a lot since I've been private because then they can just look at
people
you.
have to have to
and,
more
like
request
And
you
see,
or
different
whatever.
people are different because I feel like I do a whole lot better with public.
Right, it's different.
Yeah,
You
I
use
didn't have
hashtags
much
too, though,
luck
right?
being private.
See, I'm not a hashtag person. I don't really use them.
And if
Should
you
I
are a
start?
hashtag person, you need to stay public because
I'm not really a hashtag person, but I'm trying to learn more about it because hashtags are
Right.
huge right now. And if you put hashtags in your caption,
Yep.
oh my gosh.
Just get
Especially
one of
so
the
to deal with the hashtags, if you can do hashtags that aren't vague, that aren't generic, instead of saying like boss babe or entrepreneur, say Kentucky entrepreneur or moms in Kentucky. Like, I don't know what the word I'm trying to use, but like just make it go down to where like there's not that many. Because when you do hashtags,
like generate it.
yeah, it'll generate like how many is with each hashtag, and you don't want to do a hashtag that has like 1 million views because
Right.
you're probably not going to pop up. But if you find one that's like less than 40,000 views, it's going to
That's-
boost you up big time.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That-
You'll
bigger
show
ones
up in
too.
people's stories. You'll show up in the explore page.
Dang. Okay.
Okay,
And there is-
Maggie,
See, I'm learning so
I might
much.
totally say your girl's name. How do you say your name? Is it Yanni?
Oh
Which
my-
one, mine or why Kenya?
Why Kenya?
Why
is that-
Kenya?
How do you say it?
Yeah, it's like a
Oh, she's cutting out.
Yeah, she's cutting out really bad.
It's
Here, let me mute mine too,
why
folks.
Kenya? Why Kenya?
Why Kenya?
Why Kenya? Okay.
It's
You
why
said
Kenya.
info. Was that about the follow?
I
loop?
think that was about the loops. Like I said, I'll do an Instagram training tomorrow where I kind of break everything down so that we just don't keep everybody on here super, super late. Just to close this out, the girls that are on my team under me, if you guys want to do a one-on-one this week, I know Catherine's already set up for one. I've already talked to Maggie. If you guys want to do a one-on-one, message me and let me know what's a good time for you so we can kind of go over like what your personal struggles are, what you want, what you need help with. And then, yeah. So do you have anything else you want to say, Amanda?
I got 3%.
You got 3%? Okay. She's
And I
about
got
to
White
die.
Kenya's name now. We good. I got your name.
Awesome. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for hopping on. We love you guys. This month
Okay,
is going to be
bye.
amazing.
Love you.
Stay
Bye.
positive. We got this.
Director.
Yes.
Director
then-
Mound.
We can do a Zoom, I don't know, next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds
Good
good.
night, you guys.
Good night. Bye.